welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be changing up Ginny's look to mark the start of Generation 4. Check out the link in the description for the full rules for the Whimsy Legacy Expanded Challenge, but today we're going to be going over the rules for Generation 4. Generation 4 is titled Brick by Brick. You can find the beauty within what's broken. Ever since you can remember, you have loved houses and architecture. You remember late nights being driven to your babysitter's house where your parent worked late nights at the bar. You remember staring out the window, watching overgrown homes fade away. Your heart ached for what once was, older eras, their designs and dreams memorialised in their homes, now loved by generations upon generations of tenants. Not only did you love those homes, but you loved the ones at the end of the street, the wayward, broken down abodes. The ones with broken beams, chipped paint, crumbling stones. The ones that no one cared for anymore. The ones you felt must have been loved once, a very long time ago. You could see the potential and the history in every plank of wood and every brick that kept those homes standing. As a teen and into young adulthood, you find yourself having a terrible habit of befriending and dating fixer-upper Sims. Or were you hoping they would be the ones to fix you? Growing up with your chaotic parent and unconventional household, it was hard not to feel that way. You had to learn the hard way that you can't fix Sims, so you just have to stick to houses. You set off into the world with a single goal, to turn what was seen as unfixable into something beautiful. If only you could make others see what you saw in those homes. You flip every house on your street. In time, every old and worn down house is made new again, refreshed, revitalised. You slowly but surely build up the neighbourhood into something brand new. You work as a freelance artist on the side to sustain yourself and your family. Simtrest is practically your best friend. You also run a very successful Sipstagram page where you post pictures of your projects and your daily life. Keeping up with it almost becomes a job on its own, but being able to share your love of these homes with others drives you to keep going. And that love for those homes opens your life to love for yourself. Through your social network, you found out about a flea market in the city, where you meet a sim with a passion for woodworking and handiness. Together, you flip the disasters that once were grand back into beautiful dreams for new sims. You soon discover that you were right. These homes could be loved again, and so could you. The aspiration for this gen is kind of up to us, so I've chosen the 5-star property owner aspiration, as I feel that this makes the most sense for her, and it'll be quite fun to try out one of these new aspirations. The traits are self-assured and ambitious, and I've also added the neat trait and the slow to warm up trait, as I feel like she will have quite a small circle of friends, but those that she has are really solid. We achieved the Mamma Mia ending for Generation 3, which means that Ginny gets the high maintenance trait as an inherited trait, as well as the independent bonus trait. Now let's go through the events for this generation. Flip or flop. Over the course of your lifetime, remodel every residential lot in Willow Creek. You can choose to do this with the interior design career, or you can just use edit lot mode manually. You do not need to use your own funds to build homes, however you could consider randomly rolling for an allocated budget. If you finish under budget, up to 10% of the remainder after your remodel can go back into your household funds with cheats. Do not remodel more than one lot every 3 sim days, and no remodeling on weekends. In Generation 3 we actually won the lottery, so I'm just going to be building to my heart's content and saying that she used that money to rebuild these homes. Visit the flea market in San Myshuno and meet a sim who becomes the one. This sim should manually be given the manual labour part-time career and level 5 skill in handiness. You could use a random number generator to decide whether each sim encountered might be the one. Roll 1 to 20. If you get a 1, the sim is assigned the manual labour career with cheats. If none are selected, try again at the next flea market or the next time you visit a lot with a marketplace or handy theme. For this one, I have a few mods that makes it kind of harder to find sims today, so I think what I'm going to do is decide that if it's someone we're attracted to and have a good compatibility with, then they count as the one. If there are a few sims who meet the match this criteria, we'll maybe roll a dice then, but that's what I'm thinking at the moment. Moving in. Before you can remodel the final lot, you must decide whether to do it with your own funds or whether to remodel to your heart's content with lot edit. If you decide to use lot edit and free real estate to move in afterwards, you must first deduct 20,000 simoleons from your family funds. And finally, let's go through the goals. Be dressed to impress all the time. Growing up in hand-me-downs, you felt self-conscious. Now you're able to dress as fantastically as your heart desires. Move out of your childhood home and into Courtyard Lane, Willow Creek. If you've bulldozed or changed this lot in the past, just start with a rather simple minimalistic home. So that's the lot that we built our Gen 1 home in, so I'm basically just gonna take all the furniture out and stuff, leave it as a shell, and we'll just use that for the time being. And then when we move out, I think I'm gonna place the house back in that lot because I really like that house and it's kind of nice to just keep memories of it all throughout the gens. Post to social media or use Social Bunny at least once every day. Remodel every residential lot in the neighbourhood during your lifetime, starting with your own home. Do not remodel more than 1 per 3 sim days and no remodelling on the weekends. This may be done with the interior design career or in edit lot mode. You may place your own rundown builds in these lots and renovate them. You do not need to use your own funds to remodel homes unless you want to. If you want an extra challenge, randomly select a budget. If you manage to stay under budget, you can add the leftover funds to your Sims household. Consider turning some lots into rental lots for the next goal. In addition to your job as a freelancer, rent out the lots you renovate to make a living. It's up to you what the rent is or what conditions you have your tenants living in. Move into the final home that you flip. Either purchase and remodel the lot with your own funds or deduct 20,000 simoleons and use free real estate to move into the lot after remodeling. Visit the flea market in San Myshuno and meet a sim in a manual labour part-time career with passion for woodworking. Use a random number generator to decide whether each sim encountered might be the one. Marry the sim you met and start a family together with at least 2 children. Every child's name must share the same first letter, for example Ingrid, Isabel, Ivy, Isaac. Complete the freelancer art career and complete the handiness, painting and photography skills. So as you can see for this gen there will be a fair bit of building, so I'll be posting a lot of speed build renovations alongside the Let's Play, so if that's something that you like watching, definitely stick around for that. I'm definitely looking forward to not having to romance hundreds of Sims. As much fun as Generation 3 was, I need a bit of a break from the player lifestyle. If this is the first video of mine that you've seen, hi! If you'd rather not watch loads of videos to catch up on the series, I post short recaps of each gen that you can watch to be able to jump in at whatever gen interests you, so definitely check those out. So here's a final look at Ginny's outfits. I tried to go for a mix of neutral looks as well as bits of blue, as that was kind of her colour growing up. It was really fun to go for more sophisticated put together looks, and I also think this clipped up hair really suits her. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you'll join me as we play through Ginny's generation. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!